In the south of Turkey, a strange barge is moored to the cliff. Mr. Karaman Sadikoglu spends his weekends here, at the far end of this bay. He moves his floating house wherever he wants to, and especially wherever his wife wants to.
Every bay has his own charm here. We love Göcek, we love this area. My wife sometimes she paints, and she likes that I move the house every week another bay because she's painting the other bays, you know. Now she has a good collection of the paints and the bays. But it's so relaxed place, so relaxed, it's so beautiful.
Mr. Karaman is a wealthy ship owner. He's at the head of the biggest shipyard in Istanbul and loves everything that floats. Actually, his house is surrounded by all kinds of toys, including one which dropped anchor a few hundred meters away. The Savarona is an old 136-meter-long steamship which was built in 1931 in Hamburg for an incredibly wealthy American woman. Mr. Karaman is always in a hurry. When he isn't on his luxury barge, he is more than happy to spend a few hours on his big white boat. He considers this ship like a huge floating living room and a beautiful reception hall, which he rents from time to time to rich clients. On the Savarona, the crew is already standing to attention. Metin, the butler, is watching out for his boss's arrival.
Savarona means the one kind of swan in Africa, and if you see the way she's designed, and when she sails, is beautiful. Beautiful when you go around, Greek island, or coast of Italy, south of France, beautiful to sail with, and very, very nice ship to sail.
The exterior of this historic yacht is rather classic, but inside, it's a very comfortable cocoon. We can admire a mixture of Ottoman antiques, ancient carpets, historic furniture, sculptures from the 1930s, and other touches of luxury.
Because when I took this boat about 16 years ago from the Turkish government, it was in a very bad shape. It was like a scrap, and the Turkish government sold the yacht to Turkish Navy scrap yard for $6,000. And that time I called the president of the Turkey, and I told him it's shame we are scrapping the Atatürk vessel. And he didn't know. He called the Navy, the top general, and council to go to the scrap, and then he turned to the ship to me, and I rebuilt the boat completely in my shipyard. It took about 2.5 years.
In the center of the boat, there is a small museum dedicated to the memory of President Ataturk. Like many of his fellow countrymen, Mr. Karaman worships the founder of modern Turkey so much so that he actually looks like him.
This is one of his last picture, which he feels better and which he can have a conversation with his other generals on the Savarona. And 4 days later, they move straight to this bed, And when they was taking his blood, you can also see the blood is in the cover of his bed. And he was also sleeps here about 10 days. And that time the Savarona, it was a steam turbine engine. There was a little vibration on the boat. What they did, they bring the one of the Turkish submarine on the starboard side. With the battery system, they give only this room electric, and they shut the generators down, and they keep only the power in this room. What he says to doctor, I never had any toy in my life. This is the only one toy I had in my life. Please keep me until the last moment on the boat.
Once the room of the big boss is locked, we're off to visit the boat that makes the nation so proud. We cross a dining room for official meals. Then we go through a maze of corridors and rooms, secret passages,
This is a secret entrance, as you see.
and a precious bathroom. Then, in the old holds of the ship, we make an unexpected discovery. It suddenly gets oppressingly hot. This is due to the Turkish baths of the Savarona. An enormous room decorated with 30 tons of marble. We've never seen such a room on this type of mega yacht. Meanwhile, 3 floors higher on the rear deck, a small army of waiters is busy preparing for tonight's festivities. Metin has been in Mr. Karaman's service for 6 years, which in a way amounts to 6 years loyal service to Turkey.
Atatürk, the mentality, the way is Atatürk live forever from our wife, because we own a lot of things from the Atatürk to way we live right now, Western style lifestyle. We own for him. That's why we not make them forget for children. We teach the children about what Atatürk way to things, what he changed. If they know this one, and they never forget, because any nation who forget his past and history will be nothing in the future.
After these wise words, back to the Karaman's floating house. Tonight, Mr. and Mrs. Karaman are entertaining on the Savarona. Their hand-picked friends are mainly owners of mega yachts anchored in Göcek Bay. Tonight, at sunset, nothing can ruin the very good reputation of the Savarona in the small world of luxury yachting. Once on board, Mrs. Karaman looks for any touches of bad taste.
I like is when with this yacht we enter the harbors, marinas, especially in Europe. I like to see the admiration in the eyes of the people looking at Savarona, because this is such a unique yacht. Everybody appreciates it.
The here, we are going to another city, another part of the Turkey, and the people just making a queue 2 kilometers to come and touch the Atatürk furniture and get the smell, the same atmosphere. I mean, this boat has some life. I built one of the biggest yachts in the world called Platinum. Now the name is changed to Dubai. But when I was in the boat means to me like a small passenger vessel. It didn't have any feeling. I am the owner of this boat since 15 years, and I never even touch and sleep in the Atatürk room.
But who's talking about sleeping tonight? The sound is so loud it could wake up the whole bay. The Western music would probably surprise the Honorable Atatürk, if he were still alive. The next morning, there is only the crew left on board. The owners have flown to Istanbul, where, in a few weeks' time, the Savarona will go into winter quarters. On the main deck, Metin is using his free time to get some news from his daughter.
I have a lot of stories to tell her because she's 6 months of my daughter. When I get older and when she gets bigger, and I will explain where I work and where I've been. Because of my job, I've been 110 countries around the world. That will be my last career working at sea will be Savarona. After the Savarona, I will not work anymore at sea. I want to finish one of the historical top and biggest non-royal yacht in the world with Savarona. I have to tell a lot of story here about because this ship where we are now is a history.